Hello, everybody, wave and welcome. My cameras are a little messed up, but that's okay. And you know what? I don't have my channel muted, so I hear myself. Hold on a second. Sorry. Yeah, no, that was a thing. I was echoing. You probably heard the echo as well. But anyway, welcome everyone to the Roots of Ragnarok episode 11. We're back. Had a break there and some scheduling stuff, but it's okay. We're back and we got 2 more episodes of this season of this fun little, hashtag bless this party adventure. So without
It's an
further
adventure, all right.
it's an adventure. Without further ado, I'm going to have my cast introduce themselves and their characters. And for today's question, if your character could be a vegetable, what would they be? Jen, start us off with intros, please.
Alright, I'm Jen. I'm going to be playing Arissa the Orcs, the Warlock to the Undying, and a vegetable. I'm going to go with spaghetti squash because it's pretty good. It's delicious.
I agree.
And it's a fun little surprise.
Okay.
Alright. So, I'm Fairy, and I'm playing Malkatsky, and if Malkatsky could be any vegetable, it would probably be a potato, because you can make, vodka out of it, and it makes good cat puns, because you could have a potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick 'em in stew.
Yeah. Mitchie, you're up, fam.
Okay, I was like, it's me.
Yes.
Hello, I am playing Melody, the Chef Bard. Yes, Chef Bard. And if she could be anything, honestly, I think she would also be a potato, but just because she's silly and she can cook a lot of things with potatoes, so
Would
if she were to
she
pick
be a
something,
sweet potato?
probably. But yeah.
All right. Lich.
Yeah, I'm thinking on this.
Okay.
I really don't know. I want to say potato, but no.
Okay.
It'd probably be like a radish or something.
Who would be a radish, Lich? Who?
Tall cane.
Okay.
That's how awake I am this morning.
It's okay. I understand. I feel you. Awesome. Thank you. So Tall Cane the Radish. Got you. I'm not asking these questions for fan art in the future. I promise. And of course, last but not least, Omega.
Hi, I'll be playing Petra today. She'd be a prickly pear, which is a vegetable,
Yes.
I think.
Is it?
It's a fruit. Prickly pears are fruits.
Technically, it is both a fruit and a vegetable,
Mhm.
given it produces fruits that you can eat and are tasty, and you can eat the, stalk bits, so I'm counting it as a vegetable,
Mm-hmm.
because it is both sweet and will stab you.
Yeah. But I guess you guys don't know what a prickly pear is. It is the fruit of a cactus.
Well, a prickly pear is one particular type of cactus,
Yeah,
yes.
of course. But hey, hi guys, I'm Valdrianth. I am your dungeon master today. If any of my NPCs could be a vegetable, we're just gonna go with everyone's favorite NPC, Jesso, our nature cleric, himbo. His if he would be a vegetable, he would be a pumpkin. He would be a pumpkin.
I think pumpkins are actually a fruit.
Yeah, well, they're a squash. All fruits. It's this. Listen.
Squashes are starches.
Yeah.
I had an edible pumpkin for the first time in Scotland, and they're gross.
Huh. I love pumpkins. I love pumpkin. Anyway, so hey guys, just wanted to remind you, this is a viewer-affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies that you give goes into a reroll pool that anyone you hear can use. Subscribing to the channel can gift nat 1s or nat 20s to any of the cast or the dungeon master. And if you just straight up donate money, depending on the scale of the money, you can help make ship up. Just give me a little idea. Give me a little plot hook, and I'll see what I can do with it. And also a reminder, we are raising money for Extra Life this month, so all of my sub points will be met with $1 at the end of the month to the British Columbia Children's Hospital. So that's what's happening on the channel. So, if you got that Twitch Prime hanging around this month and want to do some good, it'll go to, saving children and things. But anyway, who would like to review what happened last time, since apparently y'all remember more than I do?
I broke a safe.
Jane also got used as a blood bank.
Found out that, Ragnarok's coming, it's all cool, it's fine, it's alright. I did, start the apocalypse. I started the apocalypse. It's fine.
Well, you didn't really start it, you just helped it. I think is more accurate.
Semantics.
What's the phrase? We didn't start the fire, the world was burning.
Yeah.
I just poured gasoline on it.
We just poured gasoline on it and lit the match.
Yep. So for those of you who are lost, last time the group were in a dungeon trying to escape the city of Reno because they assassinated the High Priestess of Saloon, where it was like, oh, that's cool. So they went through this dungeon, gave a hag some cookies, didn't encounter a shambling monster, got a snail, and found a door. And it was very similar to the door that they found in Jesso's house. It had the runes going around it, so you guys figured that it was sort of like a puzzle, a teleportation thing, and how to use it. You figured that you needed some blood to activate it, and you guys decided to Mad Max Tall with his blood donations. And you guys essentially did the test of like peeking in and out for each rune to see where it would go. One of them was in a mountain where there was seemingly a what's the word? This giant crystal, this waystone, this giant waystone that roots literally coming out of it. And upon further investigation by Urissa and Petra, there was a really, really big bird taking a nap there. Like Titan Rodan-sized bird. And the both of you decided maybe waking up this bird is not a great idea right now. So, you turn to your friends. And, hola, he coming. And you guys found that there was a door that led to an apartment, and it could only be the apartment of your werewolf husband that you have thus claimed. And you guys just went into his apartment via his portal, spent the night, blew up his safe, Melody made breakfast, and he shows up the next day, and essentially you guys convinced him that if he continues on his path currently, he's gonna die. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want Achi to die. So I guess I'm, not actively participating in the apocalypse like the rest of you. Because Jesso was on team Stop the Apocalypse. But, that's not where...
I think most of us are on that team, right? I think, right?
No, I think most of you are on, like, well, we're gonna help the apocalypse along. Like, it's happening and we just gotta try to survive it. That's what the
Melody
team
was
you were.
left in the dark.
Oh no.
Kane is just here for the ride.
Yeah, the ride
for
of
the
the
revolution.
apocalypse. So, y'all are in his apartment. It's morning, so if you guys had spells or whatever, you had gotten that long rest, except for the conversation you had in the morning. He has agreed to stop following Malar. And he's gonna be like, I just don't want anyone to know that just yet, including the god, if you don't mind. So, until the last minute. But, what are you guys doing? What is the plan for the day?
So we had a lead, right? That going through the portal into Big Crystal would get us some manner of information regarding the end of the world.
Yeah. Yep. That was definitely a lead.
Do we have any other leads? Would anyone
Is
like to
Justin
suggest
still
any
here?
other course of action?
Is Jesso still here?
Yeah, he's still here. This is his
So
house.
I'm
Of course
gonna
he's still
kind
here.
of like mutter incoherently about him, about numbers working the same for portal in some dumb manner.
Pardon? There, big guy.
I'm just gonna poke Jen.
What about my portal? It's not mine. I just
The
paid,
numbers
I just
they
paid a
work
fee to.
the same on.
So it's a subscription service? Your
Yeah.
portal?
Yeah, it's a subscription service, exactly. There's a couple of these around.
Is it weekly or monthly?
Yearly.
Oh, okay. Good to know. When I
Pretty good
settle down,
service.
I'll look into it.
Do any of you know what's on the other side of that crystal?
I assume it's not this plane of existence.
Adventure!
That is so vague.
Adventure is probable, yes.
That's vague. Okay. I mean, how do you guys know about this thing anyway?
Dumb luck?
It was shown to us at some point, or
Oh.
one of us.
Yeah, I looked a
Um,
rock.
Yeah, also there's very large otherworldly roots growing out of it, so I assume that might have something to do with the multiversal tree shenanigans that's happening.
Ah, yeah, the world tree.
Yeah, that one.
That one. I don't know too much about it. I just know that it starts in Yggdrasil at the top of the plains, and it just continues to grow and grow through the plains until, I don't know, it doesn't have another plane to go through. I hope we're not the last one.
I'm betting we aren't.
That's nice.
It seems improbable anyway.
Yeah,
There are a
who
lot of
knows
planes.
how many planes and universes there are. But I mean, yeah, if you guys want to go through, how do you expect on traveling through this crystal?
And I'll pull out my little lodestone and set one down.
With a small crystal? Or is that the crystal you go through?
No, I think you put it in a device and it amplifies the magic.
Okay. Do you
And
know-
then step through a portal like you would a door.
Oh, okay. That's cool, I guess.
Yes.
He kind of like shifts to the other side, further away from you, Arissa. Like, well, I guess. So are we all going? Is that what the?
We means not you.
Oh,
No offense.
You
Well,
want
we
to
do need
come.
somebody to take care of Gary. Or Gerald? What's his name again?
Gregory? Oh,
That's it. Gregory!
Yeah, the flail snail that's on my ceiling.
He likes to eat coral.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Saucefire, thank you for the raid. Keep that in mind. Do you... Is there a... Is there any chance you want to keep this snail alive?
Yes.
Yeah, his
I
pet
think
snail.
they would. Yes. I don't particularly
Okay.
know why.
He's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could start a flail snail farm later. Come on, it'll be a great
You're
idea.
gonna have to find Gregory a Mrs. Gregory if you want to start one.
How does
Well,
snail
technically they're
reproduction work?
hermaphroditic, so I just need to find another one.
There you okay. Okay, sure.
Melody's just cooking snacks for the trip.
Just continuing to cook.
You know, if we just enlarge a regular snail, the chances are 50-50 we get a snail and magical snail combination.
I don't.
Ooh, I like this idea. We should probably try this out.
Well, that depends. Okay. I'm not sure what kind of genes being a flail snail is.
Roll a nature for
Magical.
me. Yeah, roll a nature check for me if you want to figure it out.
Roll for flail snail reproduction.
Flail snails are technically elementals.
Ah. Breeding them might be very difficult.
Maybe we should just find another elemental. Maybe they reproduce that way.
We might be able to get some interesting combinations.
Can you imagine an elemental with a beautiful shell for a body?
I mean, it's on my ceiling right now, so.
No, not a snail, you silly boy. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to come with us to Doom and Gloom?
I'm fucked if I stay here, regardless. So, sure.
Alright, then you are in charge of the child, the cow, and the snail.
We have enough keys to take him with us. I mean, not keys, but like stones.
No.
There is one for each of you. So there's one for each of you. You're still not 100% sure how they work mechanically. But is that something you guys want to figure out?
I mean, it's
Probably.
probably for the best that we figure out how they work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't want to end up in the other dimension, like split in half.
I mean, that's appropriate. I don't think anyone would. Well, I'm sure there's somebody in this city. I mean, it's the capital of the human world that could... I mean, who gave you these crystals to travel to another world?
A rather annoying bard.
It's all bards.
Correct. Except for this one. Though,
Oh, sorry.
more of
Are
a
you
chef
a bard?
than a bard.
Oh, okay.
She like throws toast at him.
Thanks. Throw bread on me.
Little do you know.
Throw bread on me. Thanks.
Who would we approach to even understand the larger picture here?
Well, maybe the bard can help you.
He didn't know
Melody's
much.
doing a wonderful job as it is, so I would not want to put that undue stress on her.
Also, the bard just seemed more like a messenger than a, person
Yeah.
who knows things.
Kane doesn't want to go back there.
Yeah, also we're wanted there
Oh, that's right.
for
The pie.
for murder, yes.
Yes.
No, for accidental allergies.
It was murder.
It was accidental allergies.
Allergies.
Okay. But we can't really go back there, and he didn't know much. He was just sending us a thing that his father told him to. I
I
think.
mean, we could
Mother.
find his mother.
I could also just contact the patron and see if that works.
Okay.
That might
I
be
feel
quicker.
like contracting your patron is always a bad idea.
My patron has gotten me this far, and therefore it's fine.
Where exactly has your patron gotten you?
To
Wanted
this point.
through the entire country,
No,
helping
those
the
actions
end of the
were my
world at your
own.
probable death.
Hey, we don't know if anybody's gonna die. It's just the end of the world.
Renewal doesn't have to be in forms of death, Petra. You as a paladin should know this.
The end of the world means a ton of people are gonna die. That's how apocalypses work.
Think of it this way.
Have
Game
you
of
ever
chess.
been in an apocalypse? Do you know?
I mean, I have not survived an apocalypse, no. But if I had been an apocalypse, I would have been dead.
But you don't have any experience. You don't know. It's just a guess.
For all we know, the apocalypse could simply mean peace.
Melody hands Petra some toast and just nods and then walks back to the kitchen.
Kane is looking horribly confused.
Oh, contact. Well, do you need a special room or something to contact your patron, or how does that
No,
work?
I
Okay.
don't think it. I don't. I'm not a cleric.
Right.
I could probably just reach out and ask.
Oh.
I'm not sure. They've usually just come to me. I've never actually reached out to them.
First time for everything, I guess.
Yes.
Everyone just sits and waits for Arissa to call their patron.
Elder got
So,
somebody in the
I'll-
living room.
I'll booty call my patron.
Yes.
I don't actually know my patron's name, so I'll just reach out and say, I have questions to what you've given us.
Go ahead and just roll me a luck check. It's just a d20.
D20.
Yeah, it's just a d20. This is just a luck roll to see.
20.
All right, cool. So you just, do you telepathically say it, or do you just say it into the out loud ether? How
I'll
do
say
you?
it to the out loud because I'm not really
Yeah.
sure how the connection. Arissa doesn't know because Arissa has always
Yeah.
been contacted via dreams, so she just assumes
Mhm.
it's the same thing her shamans or priests would do, just say it out loud. So that's
So
what
you're gonna
she's
scream
doing.
into the void
Yes.
and hope the void screams back.
There's a screaming match between two entities. No one's winning. It's
All right.
horrible.
So Arissa, as you just kind of stand and it's hey, I've got questions to ask about stuff to you. The rest of you, because it is daytime and it is bright and it is sunny, and very, very slowly the windows go dark. Just sort of black out in shadow, and you can't even see out, and that darkness seems to perpetuate in the entire room. From in the shadow that's against this wall, sort of stretches out and appears to inside of like Arissa's shadow, and it climbs up the opposite wall, and you see what looks like to be this giant dog, like the shadow of a giant dog with these glowing, where his eye holes would be, his sockets would be, like these glowing gold eyes that just seem to be like dripping almost like wet gold paint. And you don't physically hear this. It all just sort of like reverberates inside of your souls as you hear him go, ask.
I'll look to the others. They're asking about the crystals, I assume.
Yeah. That was the goal here, and about the end of the world. Also, maybe ask about that. Ask about what's happening with Ragnarok and all that. Yeah,
I want to pet him.
that's a bad idea. Maybe do not try to pet the eldritch undead being.
I'll ask if you can random answer our questions.
Okay.
I'll turn back to the Undying Instinct. The crystals, are they triggers to bring us into another world? How do they work and function?
Yes. They will bring you to the first world. You must expend a resource at a waystone to activate it, and then it will take you. You may bring one with you, but it takes a second resource.
Is that one per stone?
Mm-hmm. So, out of characterly, the mechanic is that you can spend a spell slot or a hit dice to activate the stone, and if you want to take someone with you, it takes a second one. That's what out of characterly that is. You guys kind of like see the shadow lean forward, and instead of just like being like this flat image on a wall like you would normally see shadows, it gets a little Peter Pan-y as it stretches out forward like the dog head, and it's that like of a pharaoh hound, which is associated with death in some cultures. Stretches out, so like it's almost nose to nose with Arissa, and you feel that voice vibrating. Anything else?
My companions question Ragnarok. Necessary, I assume. Fire your will.
Repeat that without the voice so that I can process it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok. My companions want to know about it. Is it necessary by your will?
It is not my will. I am only the balance.
These worlds, can we bring others through it to save those worthy or deemed necessary?
That answer is in the first world.
Ha! See, Petra.
My companion Melody wishes to know if she can pet you.
No,
Okay.
I am not a dog. This is simply my avatar for this world.
Tell him it's a good avatar.
He thinks it's a good avatar.
I know.
And look to the others. Any more questions before I bid my adieus?
No, I don't think I have any other questions for the eldritch embodiment of death you've summoned. You
Hey,
can-
it, they said it. Or they said they were the embodiment of balance. So, shh, you.
The paladin is not wrong. I am death incarnate.
Death is balance.
Exactly.
I'll just bow my head to the Undying and thank them for their time.
Good luck, child. And, like, just as it came, like, the shadow just sort of, like, dissipates in, like, everyone's natural shadows. And it's the bright daylight, again, of, 10 a.m. in the morning that you would have on a sunny day. Gesso is terrified. He's gonna look at
That
all
is reasonable.
He's gonna look at all of you and be like, "You were all just chill with what just happened?"
I'm an alcoholic, so.
Fair.
I've seen worse.
Da, 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 da.
Okay. Is
That
he?
is
I'm
celebrated.
I'm gonna lean over. Excuse me, Jesso's gonna like lean over to Arissa. Is your human okay?
Give him some candy and he'll be fine.
Okay. My candy was in my safe.
No, then it's probably splattered against the walls.
Yep. Someone owes me candy.
Why do you keep your candy in your safe?
Because it's precious to me.
You should keep it in the cupboard.
No, it went in my safe.
Who's gonna steal
Don't
candy?
you live by yourself? Who are you hiding the candy from?
You met
Himself, obviously.
You met my landlord, didn't you?
She is very nice.
She also takes candy when she does inspections.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yes, and
confused
to
about-
answer your question, I am fine with what we've seen, as death is part of the Orcish culture.
Well, I guess you guys get along really well. That's cool. So you know how they work. When do you want to do this?
Well, I figure once Melody finishes up the snacks, we'll just head right out, right? Sound good? Anyone need anything else?
But we leave the cow, the snail, and Melody's parents.
Also, we're gonna need some sort of thieves' tools if you don't want us to keep blowing up stuff.
I mean, as long as it's not in my house, I don't care. It's the fact that you, like, did
Well,
it
I
inside of
mean,
my house.
there was nice stuff in that, and then we had to blow it up, and then they went all, like,
And then there wasn't nice
It
stuff.
was just a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea. You owe me a safe, candy,
How much does a safe cost these days?
and, well, you know what? It was handmade by my
Hey,
mother.
hey, we're stopping or, helping the apocalypse go along, so I really don't think that the safe is the biggest issue here.
You know what? I'm not saying that you're right, but, I'm not gonna argue with you.
So I'm right.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
Do
that.
you want some more tea, Jessa?
This is a coffee kind of day.
Are you sure it's not a booze kind of day?
Anyway, Melody.
Today's more of a heroin kind of day at this rate.
Melody, where are your parents?
If they're not at the vacation house, then they'd be back at home.
Where's your vacation house?
I'm like looking at the map to see if there's like a.
Yeah, so I
There you go.
think your
It'd be, like-
family is from Bleak Byville. That's
Mhm.
where your family is from. You guys are currently in Biscay.
There it is. Okay, so our home is by the water because we don't always get to see the water.
Okay, so we're just gonna go to your vacation house by the water to see if your parents are there.
Yeah.
Are you guys all ready to go walk into the noble district of Biscay?
Sure. I already have plenty of nobility on my person.
Yes, you are quite noble.
Melody goes to change her clothes, so that way she could like actually look like.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
Paladins
stuff
have the
in
advantage
stealth,
of always
so we're
looking
good.
like they belong.
All right.
I do not care how people see me.
Okay. So we'll go ahead.
I'm clearly the hired guard.
Right. We'll go ahead. You guys, Jesso locks up and leaves with you. He kind of straightens out his furs. He's got like some normal clothes too, obviously, so it's just not obvious that he's, a cleric of Malar just hanging out in the fucking city. Like he's got like normal human clothing that just sort of remembers some, Kraken the Hunter outfit or whatever. But luckily you guys aren't too far because his apartment was in, very much a more of a middle class working district, and which is closer than like say the slums or the military district in this city. As you guys are traveling, I will need a couple of checks. I will first need I won't even have you guys do a survival or anything because I think that our girl Melody knows where she's going. And Jesso probably also knows, so I'm gonna say you guys are fine on that. But go ahead and make me some perception checks, please. Okay.
There's that I think applies.
Okay. I'm not really worried about it doesn't actually, but go
No,
ahead.
but
Mhm.
I know if it does or not. But
Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, perception. Okay. So Arissa and Mao are kind of the first ones to really notice. Melody, you're a little bit too concentrated on like navigating, and I don't know what Petra's grouchy about, but she just is.
That's pretty normal.
But remember how I was saying, like, it was an incredibly, like, bright morning? You notice,
Yes.
kind of, like, towards the water, in the distance, what looks like to be, like, storm clouds rolling in.
Is there a storm today?
Do I look like a weatherman?
You
A
live
little.
in the city by the sea. I assume you'd know the weather patterns of this time of
You
year.
can't predict.
Also, your dad is kind of a like nature god, so
He's not a god. Okay.
Weather is not nature.
Exactly.
the tide goes in, the tide comes out. You can't explain it.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Listen,
roll.
nature is a dump stat.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll him just a general nature then to see what he does know, I guess. Y'all could all roll natures too if you like.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't have a -2 to nature.
I'm so proud of you guys. So both like Tall, Arissa, and Jesso, like as the question comes up, it's like, is it storm season? Y'all both sort of like go, no, it's not storm season, it's winter. Usually storms like this are very much like, a changing of the seasons kind of thing, right? Especially like thunderstorms rolling off the ocean, in that kind of manner. So no, it is a little out of place.
Interesting.
I don't know any storm gods.
Mm,
Perhaps they're just a bunch of ships disguised under the clouds and we're looking at a pirate raid.
um, you guys can make religion checks after the mention of storm gods if you want.
Go me.
What? Oh, look at that 21. Look at that. Dang, y'all. Except for tall. Fuck
Yes.
that. Okay. 2 seconds.
What
Let me
even is a god? Never heard of them.
What even is a god?
It's a candy stick, obviously.
Now, I actually, because I don't know, like, the actual fucking gods off my head either.
They keep it that way.
I need to, kind of look up some information about, some things. There are thunder gods because you guys still are, in the whole, there's Talus for sure, I believe. I'm trying to see what is. Nope. There is one. I'm so sorry. Like, the page that I had it bookmarked is apparently not here.
Umberly, Sylvanus, Arul, Gurmesh. That's an orcish god.
That's the orc one, yeah.
I can't pronounce this one, but it has a heron and her. Isis, if you're going more the Egyptian route.
It's definitely the forgotten. It's Talos. It's definitely Talos.
John Moss.
Yeah, you guys definitely. Talos is obviously the first thing that comes to mind from you, and he is the god of the storms. He's the storm lord. He is not a nice god. He's pretty chaotic. He's chaotic evil. So your cleric looks a little bit pale.
What's wrong, boar boy?
I mean, not all of the gods are off this realm just yet, and Valar is not the only one fighting back. So, I'm going to the bathroom. That's both in and out of character.
Just watch him go. It's like he's never
So you're
been
just
on the
gonna
sea
leave us
before.
here then, and deal with the big scary storm god by ourselves? All right, okay.
To be fair, that's usually what we do.
To be fair, the last time we had somebody else deal with it after.
Well, yeah, but
Fair, we whacked a tree with it, and then ran like hell.
it was remarkably effective. In
Like
that
2
it
seconds.
had any effect.
There's no trees here, guys.
There are a bunch of rocks.
There are
No.
buildings.
Just a patron. That
Also,
runs
there
that
is the guard, so we're not entirely alone.
Do you really want to bring innocent people into a god's wrath?
It seems like the god is coming here anyway, and it's kind of their job to protect the city.
We could also just leave.
We could just leave. But Melody's parents are here, and we couldn't do that.
Well, they might be here. They might also just be in their ancestral home and wherever else.
If we're gonna Schrodinger's, orc like this, we should just, figure it out after or before.
I vote after. Because, I don't think we can take this.
He might also just be, injured.
An Indian
And-
god coming to the city.
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe he
he's
knows.
looking for followers to heal him.
Exactly.
That is a
An
possible
injured, chaotic, evil god.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's just less immediately dangerous.
Alright, back to stupid game.
So, what do y'all do?
It is yet to register on Kane that this is anything.
It just
There's
looks
not
like a
much
store.
for us.
Nobody's alerted him to
That we
like
can do.
big impending danger.
Just
we should
wondering why
really
you
just-
all stopped in the street to look at the storm rolling in at the ocean. Guys, what's going on?
Like, yeah, I know it's pretty, but what's up?
We should maybe start walking a little bit faster.
We should tell somebody. In fact, I'll go send Joel to... I don't know if there's like a storm warning bell, because I know in Scotland there are bells and fog alarms if there's a storm coming at us. I don't know if there would be one here.
If it's
Yeah, sure. There's a weather center, we'll say.
There is an early warning system. Good.
Yeah, there's an early warning
I'm proud
system,
of them.
sure. Why not? We'll say there's an early warning system. It's probably like on the cliff, and it's like, oh look, that's where you go. Sure, why not?
Yeah. I'm gonna send Joel to the storm bell warning system, whatever is here.
Okay.
And have him ding the bell or set off the alarm a few times.
Okay.
maybe an evacuation might be necessary.
Okay. So Jal goes there, and you guys continue on through the streets. The storms really starts to warm and very. There's not a lot of rain, but it starts to get like that pressure that you get when like a hurricane is about to land, sort of thing, right? I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced hurricanes before, but
They're awful.
they're awful.
I've experienced a typhoon. I think they're pretty much the same
They're
thing.
the same, yeah, technically the same thing, yeah. So yeah, it's like that's rolling in like that. You guys know like those pictures of just seeing like that storm surge walls like over waters or like the prairies or things like that. Like that's essentially what you guys see. And you guys come essentially in like a town square or courtyard, where bards would gather to play. Like some merchants are there. Like there's a fountain. When the sirens begin to go off and people are like, "Oh no, a storm!" But it's winter. That's not how this works. Apparently, they're still in the tail end of hurricane season, and go ahead again and like roll me perception for those of you who are looking or keeping an eye out on the storm.
Mhm.
Cool.
That's about right.
That's about right. Cool. That's about right.
It's because you're so short. It's fine.
Yeah, I can't see over all the buildings
It's
or
true.
other people.
And so Arissa, Mao, and Tall, as like this like storm surge starts to come forward, you sort of see at the edge, what looks like something running across the clouds. And if you squint your eyes, it starts to run closer and closer. Almost looks like it's coming at you guys, and it's a pig. It's essentially a pig running on lightning and just like lands like squaring off with. It's a huge creature squaring off with the lot of you.
Does it look aggressive towards us?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
Are we fighting a giant pig now?
you're gonna
Melody's gonna look at Jesso and be like, are you guys related?
No. I'm not. This pig definitely belongs to Talos, not no family relations, but it looks like Talos and Malar had an alliance with the whole not ending the apocalypse thing, and I guess someone found out that I'm not on board with it anymore. Sorry.
It wasn't from us. We didn't tell anybody.
Sorry. Choking on my own spit.
Don't do that.
I know, I hate it. And you guys sort of see as this pig is standing there squaring off with you guys, lightning coming out of his eyes. You see like almost like these tumors or like these clumps. They just sort of start to fall off of him, about 4 of them, and they amorphosize and form into giant boars. And they're blocking your way, and you get the feeling that they are here after you or after Jesso or after your child, but this is for you. And I would like for you guys to roll your initiative, please.
Well, this is interesting.
Cool. The highest
Well, that
of
sucks.
the highest of you is Arissa.
I'm gonna take a 20 on that.
You're gonna take your 20, and what is your plus for it?
2.
2, so it's a 22. So we'll have Arissa, and then you with a 22, you said? So tall. Who had the 19? Mao. And then Gorthok, the Thunder Boar. Thought he thematically fit with a lot of you. Like, alright, none of you
I'll
guys.
turn to Melody. If you want to adopt it, you can, but you have to persuade it.
Okay. Giant.
I might try.
What?
It will not be successful.
The
Patron?
cookies are good at persuasion.
Yeah.
They're a little small. I think is your problem.
I don't want to hear that from you.
And then Jesso. And if you guys want your snail to fight with you, he's there, but you're gonna have to control him. It's up to you guys. If...
We'll just have him
Okay.
crawling along a wall. Fine.
He's on the cow still, like, 'cause he's too slow. And then
He's just
Jesso,
having a good time.
and then Giant Boar 3, and then Giant Boar 2, Giant Boar 4, and then last but not least, Melody. Okay, first in line is Arissa. We'll say you're 30 feet away from this big guy, and he's sort of he's a huge creature, so he's like T-Rex size. He's standing in the middle, and on either side of him are 2 giant boars, like 5 feet, giant boar, 5 feet, giant boar. There you go.
So they're 5 feet apart from each other. Cool. Big guy. He gets maddening hex, and the other 2 get the same hex because
Alright.
they're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
They're all considered cursed.
Alright, is there any sort of save to that? Like, what does it do?
I think it just happens. I'll put maddening hex up for you to
Yeah.
read.
Because I don't know. Okay, as a bonus action, you can deal +3 psychic damage to a target cursed by your hex spell or other cursing warlock features that you can see within 30 feet, and also the creature of your choice within 5 feet of the curse. So it says your hex spell, so how does the hex spell work?
I think it just stacks on top of an Eldritch Blast spell.
Gotcha.
Or any damage spell.
Alright, so it's just plus 3 psychic damage to
Yeah.
the big guy, and Boar 1 and Boar 2, we'll say.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's essentially if I hit, they get that +3 on top of the damage.
Gotcha, cool. That's your bonus action.
Yeah. Bonus action. We're level 5, so I get 2 Eldritch Blasts. Yes. 8 misses, I assume, and a nat 20
Very nice.
for on the middle guy.
On the middle guy, so those Eldritch Blasts, yay, thank you awfully queer heroes for the raid. We're about to fight Gorthok, the Thunderboard here. Excellent, welcome. Very nice to see you guys. Alright, so yeah, go ahead. The 8 misses obviously with the nat 20 hit, so go ahead and roll your damage for the nat 20 with the extra damage.
So 3 psychic and 16 force damage.
So 19 force damage. So 3 psychic and
Yes.
19 force damage. Okay, cool.
16 force damage.
16 force damage, 3
3
psychic.
psychic.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just had to see what his stuff was.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for all those follows, everyone. I'm super excited for you to be here. That's there. Cool. All right, that's your turn. Are you gonna move?
I see there. No, the wording for Maddening Calcs, it's up to you naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just the curse that applies to it, or is it the damage as well? Like, they would get the residual additional 3, as long as they're within 5 feet of this guy.
I think it's the way that I read it is that
Yeah.
all of those things, if you hit those things, get the
Okay.
damage, not
Okay,
the
okay.
residual. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah, so
it's
you have to target
it's
them,
worded
yeah.
weirdly, like
Yeah.
it's in that weird gray area.
Yeah, the way that I see it, it's like they're all hex, but you have to target it for that damage
Okay,
to be
okay.
taken. Okay, cool. Tall, you are next.
Okay, I just kind of want to get the idea of where everybody is.
Okay.
Specifically Missy, because I'm going to try and guard her while being raids, while throwing javelins at some of the boars.
Okay. I think you guys are all together. Like.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to try and stand in front of her, like 5 feet in front of her.
In front of Melody.
And how far away are the boars?
They're 30 feet from you guys.
Okay, that's decent range. I'm going to raid and throw javelin.
Alright, who are you throwing a javelin at?
I'll just roll a d5.
Okay. Four. Okay, so that would be giant boar number 3, technically. So, you're gonna throw it at giant boar number 3. So javelin is 14, does hit. Okay, and for 4 piercing damage. And you're raging, right? So you get extra damage.
Rage. At level 5. I can't remember if rage is 2 or 3. I have rage on here. I cannot believe I have reckless attack but not rage. Wait, look, rage.
Don't know yet? Okay.
It's
Let's
2.
just go with 2.
2? Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you very much. The javelin pokes giant boar number 3, which is, one of the outside boars. And, that makes it Mal's turn.
Let me make a note of my rage damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you don't get 3 until 9th level.
Alright. So I'm gonna use one of my nat 20s.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stunning strike the guy in the middle, I guess.
The big guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
So not 20 him. He needs to make his save, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Constitution.
A Constitution saving throw. Okie dokie. A 12. It's 12 save. No, that's a giant boar. I'm sorry, that's not the thunder boar. Yeah, not a 12. His is a 5? So, I'm
This is
assuming...
getting even better.
Even worse.
Yeah, he's, yeah, and he's not immune to being stunned, so, yeah,
Oh.
go ahead. He is officially stunned. Go ahead and roll your damage for your stunning strike.
That's just a regular
Attack, yeah.
unarmed, yeah.
But with advantage because he's stunned.
Yeah, so, yeah, and go ahead and roll your damage for it, because, and roll damage again because you not 20'd. So just roll 2 damage dices for me. Cool,
10?
so 18 bludgeoning damage, non-magical, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but he is stunned. And that's your first attack. You do have, another attack as a mug at level 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I've done my 2 attacks.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I thought you just
8
not...
and 10.
Roll another damage dice because
Oh.
you not 20.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're not
8.
20. Okay,
6.
So let me just kind of get the order of operations here. I'm sorry. So you rolled a nat 20 for your first attack, and that's what stunned him. And that was the 18 bludgeoning damage, right? So you're rolling a second attack, and that's your 11? Or your 18? Does stun give you advantage? Okay. So that's your 18, and the 18 does hit. So that would be the extra 6 damage. Okay, so 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25 bludgeoning damage halved because he's resistant to non-magical damage. So that would be a total of 12 damage. Not bad, though. Not bad.
I'm just glad he can't move.
Yeah, until his turn, right? Or the end of his next turn. Okay,
End of my next turn.
End of your next turn. Great. 6. Okay, I just need to... It is his turn, so let me see what he can do. I'm just going to look at the stunned condition real quick. For myself, because, man, not a lot of people get stunned in my games. Stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, see the condition, can't move, and can speak over only faltry. The critical automatically fails. Strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, so it's incapacitated. So let me just read that real quick. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. So... Okay. It's just gonna... You kind of just see him, like, stand there and start to crackle. Like, your fur kind of stands up, right? Because he's very staticky as you punched him. And with that, he doesn't have a turn, but it is his buddy's turn that's next to him, the giant boar. And he's going to charge at you, Mal. With his tusk, and I need you to go ahead and make a... Well, let me see if I hit you first with it. And then you're going to have to make a strength saving throw if I do. Does a... $17 hit you?
It does. You
Okay.
just need to get 15.
15. Okay. So go ahead and make, you're going to take the slashing damage from him, from his tusk, and I need you to make a strength saving throw of 13, please.
I did not.
Okay. So you are knocked prone, and you take 11 slashing damage.
Kitty fall down again.
Yeah, you, as soon as you, like, so you go and you're like, I'm gonna go and, like, punch the shit out of this big guy, and all of a sudden the kind of big guy is just like, fuck you, buddy, and just like knocked you down prone. So you are prone.
Okay.
Cool. And we are at Petra's turn.
Okay. Does this giant boar seem to be of celestial origin?
You need to make me a check for that.
Okay. Like a religion, see if I know anything about it.
Yeah, you can go ahead
sort
and
of
make
check?
a religion. It is not a celestial origin. It is considered a monstrosity.
Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. So we're going to run up to this here giant boar.
A flying
And
spike
how-
directly to the forehead.
How high above me is its head?
So, Gorthrak's head, think about two fully grown Triceratops. Like, it's a T-Rex. It's the size of a T-Rex, right? So, like, think, like, you look up and, like, mouse stunned it in the foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast darkness
Okay.
above me, directly around its head.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's no save on that. Anything.
Yeah.
It's just now completely blinded.
Yeah,
even
for
if it
like
has
6
dark
yeah,
vision.
for 60 feet, right. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot sphere.
Gotcha. Cool. You're just casting darkness on its face, is what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, cool. You can cast darkness on its face. That's your action. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Wait, do I have Shield of Faith? I do not. No
Didn't we
bonus
rest?
actions.
Okay.
My bonus action is to look spooky while I create darkness.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
All right, cool. All right, so that makes it Jesso's turn. What does Jesso have up his sleeve that he can help you guys with? Kept him in NPCs. There's my himbo.
Well, he kicked my ass, so
He
better have something.
did. He did. He thinks it's a bad idea to transform into a wereboar in the middle of town, so that's bad. He's gonna go ahead and
Wait. Never mind.
Alright, he will go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon and give, on the first boar, like, Giant Boar 1, the one that knocked over Mao. But could he seduce the boars? Swing that Spiritual Weapon, hits for 5 damage on that one boar. That's your cleric.
That's his bonus action.
That is true. That is his bonus action. So as his action, he can probably cast a cantrip. And he has Sacred Flame, so he'll probably just do Sacred Flame at the same boar. So he'll do Sacred Flame. The boar has to make a dex save of 29. That's not correct. I don't know where that came from. What? Jesso, you're level 6. This is not... We're gonna say that's half of that. So we'll say it's, and probably because he's got... Because what is his wisdom? His wisdom is a +4, so it's like a 14. And it fails, so it takes the extra 12 radiant damage. 7 minus 2 is 5. 2. Alright, that's Jesso's turn. Now we have Giant Boars 3 and 2. Petra, you are there casting darkness and shit, so you're gonna have a Giant Boar charge at you.
Okay.
Yeah. Wherever my Giant Boar character sheets are. There they are. Can I please speak to you, Giant Boar character sheet? Thank you. Okay.
Can I speak to your giant boar's manager, please?
Can I speak to your? I am guessing that an 8 misses you with that first charge.
That would be correct.
The second one will charge you, and that one is also going to miss you with a 7. So 3 and 2 did their business. Giant Boar 4, seeing that Arissa had some issues, is going to charge after Arissa. Arissa, what does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay, he missed. And now we're at Melody's turn. Melody, what are you doing? You can't have these
First of-
pigs.
Melody's first of all admiring her friend's matador skills.
Funny.
But yeah, so she is gonna make sure she's behind everyone first.
Mhm.
She's gonna cast Healing Word on Mal real quick. Because she saw her fall and get hurt.
It's just a Mal thing that happens.
Yeah, so she's healing for 9.
Oh, the alcohol.
Can he fall
Lovely.
down? Like,
Yeah, Melody's just like, uh-oh.
It's happening again.
And then now she's going to, like, when she's sure that everyone's like, you know, because everyone's facing like all these creatures, she's behind them. She's gonna do a hypnotic pattern.
okay.
Um,
So how does that work? Is it a spray?
There.
I have to reload
Cube.
roll 20. It's a cube. Okay. So you have 2 friends kind of that would be in that range.
As long as they don't see the pattern when it goes up. So that's why she's hiding behind everyone when she does it.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
Create a twisting pattern of colors. Let me pop up my chat and put it back where it belongs on my screen. I accidentally hit the back button on my very advanced gaming mouse. And I backed on roll 20. Okay.
So the big guy cannot see it also.
Yeah, the big guy can't see it also. You're creating a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has the speed of 0. The speed ends or is affected creature. Okay, so where are you throwing this exactly? So the way I'm gonna paint the picture, you have the big guy that has darkness on his face.
Yeah, so that's probably not gonna work out
yeah.
for him.
So underneath him, you have Mao on the ground with 1 more in her face. A little bit further back, Petra had to move forward enough to cast darkness. So Petra is kind of between you and Mao with 2 boars on her. And then you and Tall and Arissa are sort of pulled back with 1 boar on Arissa.
Yeah. So Melody's going to try to get this pattern up where where more of the boars can see it and less of her companions, kind of thing. So like if she doesn't get all of them, that's fine. She's just trying to kind of help.
I will say that if that's the case, I can definitely see Petra and Mao possibly being within that if you want to get most of the boars.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Because it's up to
Over
a
there.
minute, and and she would just have to break concentration if it really becomes a problem.
Okay. So go ahead and make. So I have 3 boars that need to make wisdom saving throws, and I need Mao and Petra to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, so it'd be 16
16
for the save DC.
Okay. Giant boar. Wisdom save. See, all my character sheets went away too. Alright, so Giant Boar 1 fails. Giant Boar 2 saves, which is 1 on Petra. Giant Boar 3 also fails. So we have 2. The one on Mal failed, and 1 of them on Petra failed. Mal and Petra go ahead and also make those. So 12 and 4. So you guys also both failed. You're.
I've been whammied.
I mean, you're not taking damage. You just can't move.
Yeah, you just can't move.
I mean, I'm already on the ground. So
you're
it's fine.
already on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right. All right. Y'all are all charmed by Melody, essentially. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has speed of 0. Cool. So 1 and 3 are incapacitated. And charmed. Alright, cool. Thanks, Melody. Arissa. Well, Melody, do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
What?
Do you have a bonus action?
I already did. the
Oh,
healing
that's
word.
right. You did the.
Mhm.
Oh,
I healed.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. You did healing word, which is.
I did it first.
You
'cause
did
it's
a
a bonus
spell.
action.
You can't do hypnotic pattern. You can't do 2 spells in the same round, even if one is a bonus action, unless one is a cantrip. So,
Got it.
gotta nix that,
Okay.
guys. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
okay. We're all
everyone
learning.
might get into a better position.
All right. So, what
next
would you like to do instead as your action?
Then I will. I guess I'll just try to vicious mockery one of the piggies.
All right, cool. Go ahead and vicious mockery one of the big guys. Nice try. And I'm really sorry that we went through all of that math only to be like, oh wait, you guys actually can't do this, but this is how
No,
the game
it's
is
fine.
played.
It's fine. I mean, like, I'll just do the next one. It's fine.
Yeah, just do the next drive. That's cool. All right. So
okay,
you're gonna
so
vicious
vicious-
mockery, the one
So
closest to
vicious
you.
Yeah, the one that's attacking Arissa.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. DC Wisdom save for this guy. He made a 14, so technically he makes a 12, so he fails.
Okay.
So mock this pig.
So she sees him miss, and she goes, "Aw, piggy, 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 oink, oink, can't even hit Arissa, yeah, yeah, yeah."
Oh my god. Somebody clip
So-
that. Somebody clip that. That was fucking gorgeous. Alright, it takes 3 psychic damage. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like it. Alright, now we're back up to Arissa.
Bonus action, Hex the big boar. It's not maddening Hex, it's just Hex.
Yeah.
It's not a hit, it's an
Yeah.
addition. And, whatever. And then Eldritch Blast to the face, the big boar.
You have an advantage on him. So yeah, the
22, 24.
Yep, 24 definitely hits, so go ahead and roll your damage on the 24.
13 force, 3 psychic, and 1 necrotic.
Okay. So 13, 3, 16, 17 damage altogether. And 1 that
Yes.
he just can't get back. Cool. Alright. Just Eldritch blasting. Just
Mhm.
tentacles just coming out of the ground, I imagine, at this
Yeah,
point.
it's just
Um,
a horrible visage of nastiness around her right
Mhm.
now.
cool. Great.
And I am concentrating, so just so you know.
Gotcha. Alright, cool. Great. That makes it Tall's turn. You got a boar kind of in your guys' faces, 2 on Petra, 1 on Mao, and of course the big guy who hasn't done anything yet. Because he can't yet.
I'm gonna make him my primary concern.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 30 feet and apply silver directly to the sins. Or
Okay.
attempt to.
Okay. Uh, 22 hits. Alright, for 9 slashing. The silver does not seem to be doing anything to him. He is is not a were creature. Do you have another attack as a barbarian at this point?
Oh, let's see, level 5.
Mhm.
You should have 2.
Yeah, 2.
Cool. Go ahead
So,
and...
can I bonus action with weapons?
I can say you could just... It's like a free action. Just switch your...
Just
To switch out a weapon. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. A 24 hits. An 8. Another 4. Okay. Cool beans.
Are you raging?
Yeah, those both have +2.
Yeah, so another 4 on top of that. Alright, cool beans. You did that, Tall. Mao,
Hi.
you're knocked prone. There's
Yes.
there's a pig in your face. Not as big pig, but he's still pretty big in your face. The big guy seems to be not having a great time, but you are knocked prone, and there's pig drilling on you.
Can I get up?
Yeah, you could use half your movement speed to get up.
Alright. I do an attack after I get up?
Yeah, absolutely. You have an attack. Who are you attacking?
I'll attack the piggy that knocked me over.
All right, cool. Go ahead and attack that piggy. A 12. He saves on a nope. It's a meter beat. So yeah, 12 hits.
Yay! I do 5 damage.
Cool. That's bore 1.
And then I got my extra attack,
Yep,
which is 17,
absolutely hits.
and it's 8 damage.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. Would you like to spend any key points to flurry of blows, or do the bonus attack? Bonus action unarmed.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that guy is down. It is the big guy's turn. Your turn ended, so he is no longer stunned.
Yes.
Great. He is technically blinded. So the darkness is static, right?
I can move it on my turn, but it is static. Yeah.
It is static. Cool. So he's gonna just step out of the darkness.
Good for him.
But that will provoke opportunity attacks from
For-
both myself and Mal.
Yeah, absolutely. He can step out of the darkness. Go ahead and roll your opportunity attacks. A 17 just makes it. So, 12 slashing. So that's okay. And Mal, you have an opportunity attack on him as well.
Inoki.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Alright. I'm assuming that hits?
Yeah, the 21 definitely hits. He's not hard to
10.
hit. He's a big guy. So, alright. And with that, because he has some movement on him, he's going to kind of make a circle to where he can just, he can do his charge at, we'll say he has Mao, not even Mao because he doesn't want to hurt the other pig. No, he's going to go after the people in the back. So, we have Melody and Arissa and Jesso that will take on his lightning tusk attack as he charges at you guys. His attack. Ooh, big oof. Wait. 23 hit you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, this is with your tusk, and you all have to... I need you guys to make a strength saving throw to see if you're knocked prone, and then take the damage. Okay. Melody, you are knocked prone. Arissa, go ahead and make one, please.
Mm-hmm.
Jesso is Knocked.
14.
You're knocked prone.
I'm knocked prone.
Mm-hmm. And
Cool.
you will take, everyone is knocked prone, unfortunately, and you will take the damage. We'll just let that one happen. Alright, so, you will take, big woof, you will take 10 slashing damage,
Mhm.
and 6 lightning damage. Okay. So that's for Gesso as well. He takes 30. Okay. And he has a multi-attack. So he is going to, as he, like, slams into the lot of you, and you are all knocked prone, he rears his body up and does sort of this, like, lands on the ground to create this booming, thunderous wave. And we'll say it's an attack, but you guys are at disadvantage because you're prone. Actually, the way that it's kind of worded, I think it's definitely more of a dex saving throw. So you're prone on a dex saving throw. So go ahead and make dex saving throws for me. And Jesso's going to make a disadvantage, obviously, because you're prone. Jesso fails.
It's
18 and 16. Both of you guys pass.
15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
15's what you, or is fine.
Okay.
So you guys will take half of the damage that is going to be presented here. Right, so you guys take another, it's 10 lightning damage total, so you can half that to 5. Whereas Gesso takes the full 10. Big woof. Okay. That's his turn. It's a good thing you guys incapacitated him the first round. Yes.
How many points of damage was that?
Altogether, it was, so you had 10.
10 passed.
So there was 16 lightning damage altogether. And then there was the 9 bludgeoning, I believe. Or slashing.
Okay, my
Slashing.
concentration's still up then.
Okay, and the 9 slashing. Alright, concentration is still up. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is his turn. He hurts. It is the boar's turn that is on Mao. Mao, he nat 20s on you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I pulled out a different d20 for the advantage, and it's my peppermint one, and it's like, oh, thanks, peppermint dice. You're not going to be knocked prone because he's not charging you, but this is his tusk. Okay. That's very lucky you. I rolled snake eyes on some of that. So 8, 9. So you just take 10 slashing.
Okay.
Yeah. And now we're at Petra. Petra, what's up? You got 2 pigs on you.
So I'm going to run over to the very large one and all of my prone friends. Not disengaging, so throw those off attacks at me.
Those 2 will have attacks of opportunity. What's your AC?
21.
21, they both miss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try and stab at the very giant boar twice.
Okay. Try and stab this boy. You hit both times.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna apply a first level smite to both of those.
All right. Very nice. There you go. That's why paladins exist. Okay.
First damage, man.
Yep.
So it's gonna be an extra 16
An extra 16 radiant, right?
radiant damage. Yes.
Alright,
I was
cool.
like divine damage. That's not damage type radiant.
Radiant. So that 23 is halved to 11 since it's slashing.
Yep.
But it's the 11 plus the 16. So that's 27 damage total. Very nice.
And I'd like to move the darkness back over its head.
Okay. How far can you move the darkness?
Let me go check.
Because he did move a good 30 feet from where he was.
Yeah, so it says I can move it 30 feet
Okay.
at a time.
Right, you
So-
can move the darkness over his head again. Just in his face. There's darkness. Not a problem. Okay. Alright. Cool beans. Good round, Petra. Alright, it is Jesso's turn, who is not looking great. He's going to use his movement, half his movement to stand up. Where's his character sheet? Because I lost all of them when I refreshed. I had his HP, like, right there, but that's in his basics, but not, like, all the things that he could do. Ooh, his concentration, because he had spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon's actually not concentration, oddly enough.
No, it's spiritual guardians. That's
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is not a concentration, so he'll use his bonus action to... his spiritual weapon was originally on the one that was on Mal, so he's gonna swipe it at Mal, at the one that's on Mal, not
Now.
not at Mal. Hits for 10 force, and is going to once again Sacred Flame it, so it'll make a dex save, and it fails, and the Sacred Flame damage is enough to take out the one that's on Mal. Mal, you're saved. He saved you. It's fine.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank
Yay! That guy's dead. That cow is not that cow. That pig is dead. All right. It is another round of boars. We have 3, 2, and 4 going. Giant boar 3 and 2 were the ones that were on.
Petra.
Petra originally. Petra moved, so they're gonna concentrate on, and they're in the way of the big guy. They're gonna concentrate and look back at Mao and Tall.
Sorry, Mal.
Yeah. 3 will go after Tall, so it's gonna charge Tall. Tall, what's your AC?
15.
15. Oh, it gets you. So
Not a
go ahead and make a strength save for me, please. Of 13. All right, you are not knock prone, but you do take the slashing damage. You are raging, so it's probably reduced. You take 8 slashing damage.
4.
Yep. And then this other one, number 2, is gonna go after Mao. Not an at 20, but still, it hits you. It's an 18 plus 5. Go ahead and make your strength
Why do
save.
your dice hate me?
I don't know. I'm the dungeon master. That's what it does. My poor cat. Go ahead and make a strength save of 13, please. You are not knocked prone.
Fuck you, pig.
I
But
was thinking of Mal for a while, help her out.
but you do take 11 slashing damage. So, and then you have the 4th pig, who was originally on Arissa and is going to... Arissa, you are prone, correct?
Yes.
It's gonna gore you with its tusk at advantage. Big woof. 13 does not hit you, does it?
No.
Yeah, he is very confused about everything that's going on and
He
fails.
kind of,
Yeah.
that would be like a kind of gore into the ground.
Yeah. Melody, it's your turn. You're prone.
Yep. So Melody's not even gonna like bother getting up right now. She is kind of like scooching backwards while still on the floor, like as much as possible.
Okay.
She, while doing so, she's going to give some inspiration to Arissa. So she's just kind of like mumbling to herself, but it kind of comes out a little bit. So she's like, "Oh, Arissa, you're so fine. You're so fine. You'll kill them all, Arissa." She's so panicking. So she's just like freaking out. But I want to hold her actual like spell. So if it moves
Okay.
out of the darkness again, she's gonna throw up the hypnotic pattern.
Okay, cool. So, just to kind of have you know how like the technicalities of that works, if you're holding your action to cast a spell, if by the time it gets back to your turn and it didn't do the trigger, which is move out of the darkness, you lose that spell slot.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just letting you know how that mechanic works with holding your spell action. But yeah, that's good. That's not a bad idea. Alright, cool. So, we're at Arissa's turn.
She stands up. Big boar guys near us and a bunch of little boar guys.
Yeah, you have Gorthrak and you have a giant boar on you.
Okay. So 2 Gorthrak.
You just look up and you just see, like, his chest.
I'm just saying, death welcomes me. For a 23 and a nat 20.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll. What?
God's favor.
Yeah.
Today. So, if you want me to divide psychic and necrotic up.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm keeping. I see it, so I'm keeping up. So he can't heal that 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 4 necrotic and psychic, and 13 plus 9
Okay.
force damage.
So you sort of see, like, as you like do this at him, you're beneath him, and you see like him sort of wobble and shake, and his knees sort of buckle, like he's about to fall over. But I mean, you're an orc, so you're very familiar with how relentless some animals are. And he's like straightens himself back up, ready.
Can I say Jill pops in at this point?
Jaw.
I mean, he was far away, but it's fine.
Yeah, he was really far away. Like, yeah, he was really far away. So we're at Tall's turn, I believe. Unless you wanted to move out of way of this guy.
Yeah. Like I said, death welcomes me.
Cool. All right, Tall. It's your turn, buddy. You're muted. Possibly.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I had my volume turned down. I am not abandoning Mal, and I am not only raging, I am recklessing, and I'm probably applying 1 attack to each if that's possible.
All right. Yeah, you absolutely can. I'll say you guys are close enough for it.
The only question is silver. Yeah, silver.
Okay, cool. 22 hits, 11 does not. Or the 18
And my
does.
concentration is
That's
still on.
Mal, do you want it bad enough for me to take a 20 on that?
Well, no. Hold up. You should actually, you're reckless attacking, so you're actually at advantage. So the 18 would hit.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so they both hit. Yeah, so 8 and 11 on, so 8 on one of them, 11 on the other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do 11 on the one that's least hurt to help me out. Okay. 1, 3, and then 8 on this one because that just made my math easier because of multiples. Cool.
Plus 2 rage damage on each of them.
And yep, and the rage damage of 2, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
So 10 and 13.
Yep.
If they're not halved.
No, they're just regular boars.
Oh.
That amorphosized out of this other boar. It's like he absorbed them and like spit them out or something. I don't know, I thought it sounded cool.
Weirded me out to not use my great axe.
There you go. Alright, cool. So that's Tall's turn. Mal, go ahead.
So I'm gonna attack the boars that attacked me because they didn't fucking knock me prone this time.
No, certainly didn't. That would
So
be
I'm
boar
gonna
2.
attack
Mm-hmm.
the weakest boar first.
Okay. They're both kind of equal. right now.
Okay, well that's nice to know.
Yeah. The one that's on you is Boar 2, we'll say.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, Boar 2 gets 10 damage. 'Cause I think
Alright.
17
Yeah,
hits.
17 definitely hits. Minus 10, absolutely.
And then I will attack the other one with my extra
Extra attack.
attack, which is 17,
Yep.
and I do 5.
Okay. Alright, do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. That makes it now Gorthak's turn. And he is going to once again do his rear up. It is a dex save, so he doesn't actually have to like aim at anything, so he's not at disadvantage for not seeing. And he knows you guys are there, so he's gonna rear up for his like, essentially it's like a thunder wave attack, right?
Mhm.
That's
It's an AoE attack.
yeah, it's an AoE attack.
Shockwave.
Yeah, it's a shockwave attack. I know that's supposed to be a con save, but I'm making it a dex. I said so. You're muted. I can't hear you, by the way. Yeah.
Is he going up high enough to leave the darkness?
No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't have to do that. He's gonna do that. He's also an intelligent creature. So, also because Melody isn't here, so go ahead and make, those dex saves for me. That would be, Petra, since you were there, Arissa, and Jesso would make the dex saves.
Gonna use a nat 20 on mine.
Alright, good job. Petra got a 5. Jesso got a 2. So they failed, so you guys will be taking, excuse me, that's 3. Half of this. Except for Petra, you're taking full, Jesso's taking full, Arissa's taking half. Wow, the damage is at least on your side today. So for only 6 thunder damage, or lightning damage, sorry. So 3 to Arissa? Was it?
Arissa's just like, I can do this all day.
I can do It's like, oh, okay. Like, alright then. So that is his first attack, and then his second attack will be at disadvantage, because he is, blinded right now. But he does know that someone is below him, so he's gonna kind of go after you, Arissa. So he is at disadvantage. What's your AC?
14.
14, thank you for his tusk attack. Misses.
Okay. Arissa's just standing there and is like, who do you serve? A false
Talos.
god.
Talos.
Your god is
Alright,
false.
Petra, it is your turn.
Okay, so our first attack, we're going to give him the old stab.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 23 hit? Because I have advantage against him because he's
Yes,
blinded.
and I will say if you hit this, because he already did his relentless, and as mechanically that meant he had 1 HP left. So, this would actually put him down.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna do the other thing then.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to be like, you don't need to smite him, is what I'm saying. Save your smites. However, Arissa, you are underneath him. So, can I just get a quick dex save from you?
Dexterity save.
Can I just get a quick dex
if
save
it's
from
okay
you?
with you to use another nat 20 just to
Yeah, use whatever
yeet myself out of there.
Yeah, use your nat 20 to eat. If you have them. Lich, I hope you're keeping track of them, because
I think that's 2 or 3.
That's
2
2
for
on,
me.
2 on Arissa's.
2
And 1 on
Yeah.
Mal. Yeah,
and 1 on me.
and 1 on you. Yeah, cool beans. Alright, don't you guys love how I'm just hoarding my nat 1 and my nat 20? Like, when do I get to use that one? Not for this fight. So, he is, and the way that he sort of, dies, is that he falls over kind of buckles and like falls over, and you just kind of see like the static and the lightning sort of come off of him, and just sort of like fizzles out into like the atmosphere, like straight up Final Fantasy X style. Like, let's be legit about this. Just like fades kind of thing, because he is a magical creature and he's gone but not dead kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But you still have some boars to contend with, who are not happy about this situation.
Or are they still here?
Yeah, they're still here. As far as they're concerned, they're still fighting. They're not smart. They're pigs. Like,
Hey, pigs have the intelligence of a 3-year-old.
So,
well, these have a negative.
So they're 3-year-olds throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, there we go.
so Petra is going to run over and attack the one on Mao
Okay, cool.
with the other half.
Do you
want
to attack him, or do you want to attack the one that is already kind of like in your vicinity, that was like on Arissa for the longest time?
Oh, I'll just attack that one instead.
Okay, cool. 'Cause-
Arissa's been
closer.
ignoring it. Like,
yeah. Arissa's been
Stop,
okay.
Stop.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go after that guy instead. Go ahead and go after that guy.
12 will not hit though, right?
A 12 hits the giant boars. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay. So that's 9 slashing damage.
I think zombie
easy math.
armor.
Cool. It's true. Like, orcs don't fucking die, and neither does the Undying. Like, Arissa's like, come at me, bro! Like,
Today's a good day to die. Oh, I can't die.
yeah, come at me, bro. Cool, good
Dying
job.
is temporary.
Yeah. Alright. So, we're gonna have... Petra, is that your turn?
Yep, that is
Cool.
my turn.
Alright.
Do not have any relevant bonus.
Gesso. So, Melody, Petra killed the Thunderboar. So, your spell has not gone off yet, because the darkness is still there and nothing moved out of it, it just died. So just to kind of let you know when that happens on your turn, it is Jesso's turn. He will, not looking great, stand up, look over at Arissa, and it's just like, are you okay, wife?
Look to him confused. Heal yourself.
Okay. And he's like, he tried.
Arissa appreciates it. She's pretty low on health herself.
Cool.
But she's more concerned.
He
He's
will...
dying, and she's fine with dying, so.
Yeah, he will go ahead and cure wounds himself. He'll do it at because he is really low in HP, so he'll do it at level 3. Cool. So that is, that's nice. That's 26 to him. Feeling much better.
After this fight, I suggest we rest.
Well, you were going to Melody's house, so her vacation home.
We were.
Yeah, just got interrupted by a giant pig that was kind of mad. But that's just the story of this campaign, isn't it?
Yeah.
All about that. Wait.
So, cool. So that's Jesso's turn. We still got 3 boars left. We got the one on Mao, so he's gonna go after you, Mao. You don't have to worry about... it's not a charge, it's just a tusk attack. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Ah, man. For 5 slashing damage.
That's not bad. I can hit.
We all collectively just find out better armor.
Mal doesn't need armor. Mal is...
I'm a monk! I'm supposed to not wear armor!
It's
I need
okay.
more
Listen, we just gotta get you some more dex and some more wisdom to keep stacking on. Like, that's all. That's just get those 2 stats to 20 and no one can touch you. Like, that's all. That's what it's about. And then you're gonna have the one on Tall. You are reckless attacking, right? So they
Yes.
also have advantage on you, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha. Nick also plays a barbarian in the other version. Alright, so the 17 plus 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 hits you?
It would hit me anyway.
Okay. Alright, for 6 slashing on you.
It would hit my paladins most of the time because they usually only wear chainmail.
Cool. Yeah, so 6 for you. And then we have the other one, Petra, you just stabbed it, so it's going to come after you.
Did you have that already?
Misses. Melody, it's your turn. Your spell slot is lost, but that's cool because the trigger no longer exists, but you have a full turn in action to go about. You're still prone. You never got up. You never got up.
Out.
Yeah.
She lost. Let me tell you guys, she lost a lot of health. She went from 26 to 5 in one go. So she was flipping out. Was what?
Oh man! Oh yeah, 2 rounds. That guy, without stunning, you guys would have been in a bad situation with that guy. But yeah,
if he had only taken Uncane.
So she finally gets up.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the initial problem of her fear is gone.
Yeah. The giant lightning cow, boar, pig.
Yes.
Thunder
And
chops.
let's see. We still have the other giant boars still around, right?
Yeah, you have one next to you guys.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Well, not to be selfish, but I'm gonna healing word myself.
Healing word is a
possible?
ranged attack. Is a ranged, isn't it?
Is it possible?
It is, but it isn't. But you can use.
Yeah,
it
you
on
can use
yourself.
healing word on yourself. I'm not going to tell you to not heal yourself. Please use healing word on yourself.
Yeah.
It
The
has
same
a
reason
range.
you could touch yourself with
Yeah.
cure wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Healing words yourself.
Okay, cool. That's a good
You
number.
just
I
go
like.
heal thyself.
Heal myself, please.
She's like. It looks like she's dusting herself off, but really, she's like desperately like, come on, do something. But yeah. And then let's see here. She'll try to vicious mockery the closest one.
Yeah, okay. The one right in you guys' grill. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's a
Wisdom
saving-
save.
Yeah,
And what do they have to make?
16.
16, and their wisdom is pretty low. Yep, it sure is. So they fail with the 13.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see the damage.
Cool. A
Okay.
2. 2 psychic
Yeah.
damage. Excellent.
She's like saving, like like healing herself. She's like, your friend's dead. That's all she does.
She's so salty right now. This is the salty. I think all of the stress that has gone on in Melody's life in this past couple of weeks is finally catching up.
Yeah,
Like-
she's like, I just want to go home. I want to say hi to my parents. I want to drop off the cow and the snail and the kid and my home that I know is safe and just live life and eat good food.
Poor Melody. Orissa, it's your turn.
Alright, so whatever little boar pig that's nearest
Yep.
around me, anyone that looks hurt.
Yeah, they're all hurt. There's one in melee range of you, and 2 30 feet away with Tall and Mao.
I don't want to draw concentration, so the one's further away, so I don't get disadvantage on the attack. 15 and a 12.
Both of those hit. And which one is that? The ones far away or closest to you? The 2 far away.
Far away, whatever one
Okay.
is far away.
And
Just
the
one target.
Yep, and one of them is still hexed by you.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that one, whoever that one.
Cool. So he will get the So 11 and 7 plus the other hex damage, which is 3 right now?
It's already factored in because I set it up so it's already factored in.
Oh, so that is the damage. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So that one dies. That one dies.
Yay!
I'll
Yeah.
turn to the one nearest to me.
Yeah, that one dies. And then there's the one nearest to you.
I'll lean real close to it and say, "Run."
It doesn't understand what you're saying. It's a pig.
I don't think giant boars understand common.
It doesn't. But I think that was great. Run. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I don't understand what you're saying.
Symbol. No, 'cause
And I'll
boars are
take off
language now.
the extra
Yeah.
maddening hex because it's no longer applies.
Cool. So the one that went down was the one that was on Tall. So Tall, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to attack the one on Mao,
There you go.
and I'm just gonna go straight grid axe.
There you go. 25 hits, 24 hits.
Jesus Christ, I'm swinging good today.
Yeah, there you go. For a total of 18 damage. It's still, and plus your rage damage, correct?
Plus my rage damage, yes.
Then it dies.
Yay!
That one's dead. And now it's just the one by Arissa. Mal, what do you do? There's one left, 30 feet.
I'm gonna use all of my kitty cat speed and go up to the piggy and attack it.
Yes, do it. Punch this piggy. You punch this piggy.
I do. I punch the piggy.
Okay.
And I punch the piggy again for a whole 10 damage.
Do you want to hit it some more with your bonus actions?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I'm angry at you, but I'm not really that angry at you.
Yeah, I'm not angry enough to use my key points at you. Alright, cool. Petra, that piggy's still up. What do you want to do about it?
We're gonna stab it.
Alright, stab that piggy.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 12
Mm-hmm.
plus 7. Then we're gonna apply a oh, that's the wrong button.
12, 13,
A first level
15,
smite
16, 17,
to one of them.
You're not gonna need that, but go ahead.
So that's
You could.
this boar is
We're
going
gonna
to
have
die.
barbecue piggy.
You are having a radiantly barbecue piggy as you guys have
So that's
vanquished.
a 28 points of damage.
Vanquished Gorthrak and his pigs. These pigs don't seem to fizzle away. They seem to stay there with their bodies. And it is now pouring down rain. You are all soaked to the bone. As we will take a quick bio break.
It's
Well,
so
I'm
much
gonna
armor
take.
fungus.
I'm gonna take a quick break anyway, and I'll even run a 60-second ad break. I'm gonna be going to the bathroom and getting a glass of water, but you guys feel free to roleplay while I'm on. All right, ad break's going. I'll be right back.
Do you know how much fungus you get under this plate armor?
Why don't you clean your plate armor?
You do! It's just very hard, and I am a strong, independent halfling.
I'm getting the sense you don't clean your plate armor.
Maybe not as frequently as I should.
Hygiene's important, Petra.
Coming from the orc.
I'm very clean. I am ridiculously clean. We value clean baths, and we are basically one of the healthier races among this land. We practice vaccines.
What?
We inoculate ourselves with poisons.
No, that's not a vaccine though.
It's saved my life many a times.
Okay.
Yes, Petra, perhaps you should practice a cleaning regiment. I have some scrubs, apricots, orange, lemon if you like it.
That's what squires are for.
What, do you have a squire?
No, that's why I don't clean it very often.
Perhaps self-care is important. Shove a bunch of cleaning supplies at you.
I need a squire. That's what I'm saying.
Well, when you have squire money, you can afford a squire.
Can you steal squires?
That's kidnapping, and that's deeply frowned upon in most societies.
Good point, good point, good point.
At least when orcs do it, we give them the option to stay and work for their freedom, or they can just go off. We don't care. We just want to do it for sport, and then they can go on their merry way.
What are we doing?
Petra's kidnapping people.
I'm considering
What?
stealing a squire.
Why? Why can't you just hire one like a normal person?
Because I lack funds.
At least he's,
Well, then you don't get to hire anybody.
at least she's not trying to raise Achi to be a squire, so it's fine.
Yes,
This is true.
That's good.
You should.
If you cannot afford to pay people a living wage, you don't get to hire them or start a business.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
We were talking also about how orcs kidnap people, mostly for sport, mostly to see how far we could get into a city, and then we release them once we get to the village. We also feed them and clothe them and give them necklaces as a reward. So it's been quite a unique partnership.
You
Also,
can't.
apparently the orcs are
Neighboring
very
villages.
clean. Question.
We are very clean people. We like baths. We take care of our hair. We are very
Oh
To
yeah.
be
Oh,
fair,
Roman
the braiding
hair is
of like hair, it takes a lot of work, so
And like, if we're just gonna be completely honest here, where the orcs, the orc-free, free city of Bogbor is also famous for its hot springs. Okay, so and they're probably, you know, the whole reason they're trying to become, like, you know, a free people is because they don't want to pay taxes to someone they don't like for their tourist attractions. Like,
It's true. And plus, the kidnapped people get a free spa day, and they really enjoy that.
they're like, wait a second, we were kidnapped? Like, I think there's like, at some point, it's just a game show, like, in this world.
Like, there was some historical shift, like, oh, you're just being nice to us. Okay, we can do this.
I know I said I was getting water, but then I realized that there was wine. I did drink a glass of water, though.
It do be that way.
It be like that sometimes. Mm.
I can take you to the hot springs someday.
As you guys
Okay.
are standing in the pouring rain in the town square of this city, kind of going into the noble district, you guys begin to hear sort of like the clanging of armor shuffling, as you can only assume it's, you know, this was a big stir, so there's probably some city guards
That's
coming
not
to
me.
coming to investigate what's happening here. What do you guys do?
can I roll a stealth?
Yeah, if you want to roll a stealth, if that's what you wanna hide from them, absolutely. Cool.
Woohoo,
Are we
I'm
one to
hiding.
two yet?
I don't know, but I'm not taking any chances. I
Arissa
do not like the
doesn't-
police.
Doesn't hide, but kind of just picks up a boar and puts it on her shoulder. We're taking this to the butcher.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure wild boar is not the greatest meat around.
It is the best meat. It is yummy.
Okay.
Just make sure it's well done.
Wild boar is really good.
You just have to make
Um,
sure it's well done. Like,
It's pork, so yeah.
yeah.
She's not gonna hide from the guards. She figures the evidence of boars around her are enough to be like, oh, she was just defending herself.
Yeah. Since you're clearly standing at attention as the leader, Arissa, one of the guards would be like, "You, ma'am, um, what happened
What?
here?"
I'll just point to the boars and one on my shoulder. They attacked.
Wild boars in the city just attacked you?
Well, we
I'll
were
shrug.
accosted by a much larger, of somewhat divine origin, lightning boar.
The halfling was hit over the head really hard by a boar.
I'm just saying that.
I'm going to elbow her.
You're stealth.
No, but out of character, just saying that there's no giant electric boar anywhere, so we kind of sound a little bit crazy.
I'm just telling the truth here.
Did any of
Ellen,
you
have to forgive
hear?
our friend.
They kind of look around, and I mean, there are these giant scorch marks, like on the stone. Like this thing was huge, and it made like two very large. And the town guard, he just kind of city guard, like looks down and he goes,
You can either believe the paladin made those scorch marks, or something else made those scorch marks.
Okay, I made a couple of them, but the real big ones are the electric boar.
He's bluffing. He clearly got it over the head.
roll persuasions, guys. Just roll me
I
persuasions.
was like, can Melody just go up to the girl and be like, I just want to go home.
Oh, Miss Applebride! We didn't realize you were here!
I just want to go home. I brought
Oh.
my cow and my snail and my niece. I want to bring them to my
You poor
parents."
thing, Miss Applebride. And he like lifts his thing and you recognize him as like probably like someone you went to like school with at one point but decided to not pursue anything in cooking because he was really bad at it, so instead become like a night guard. His name is Clyde, and he's like, and he may have had a huge crush on you his entire life. So
But he's like,
beneath
"Oh, Clyde,
Miss Applebright, I didn't realize that you were in town. Just your mother and one of your sisters is in town at the vacation home. Are you vacationing with them?
No, I just happened in the area. So I was gonna go check. If
Oh,
anyone
you're
was
standing
home.
in the rain, and he like pushes another guard and grabs their umbrella and like puts it over you and holds it here. You guys let this what she was in the rain. You just let this happen. All
She's
of
also
you.
like covered in boar blood.
She
She's,
was
like,
also
beating
robbed
up.
of her money, so she needs something to be,
Who?
compensated
Someone
for
took
that.
your money?
Yeah.
Well, and he's like, Clyde, you're so sweet. Like, just changes the subject. He's
Here,
like,
allow me to escort you and your entourage back home.
oh, thank you. Would you like some cookies? And she's like,
He's
she,
not
like,
wrong.
gives her cookies, like some cookies, them in like this little pouch.
Waterlogged cookies. Great.
They're in a bag.
I graciously accept these cookies, Miss Applebright. Absolutely. And Clyde is going to, noble background. Clyde is going to escort you guys to. So, Melody, go ahead and, like, this is your parents' vacation house on the beach. Go ahead and describe and let me know what your mom and your sister's name is.
Okay, I wonder if let's see, let me check real quick if I gave them a name beforehand. No, I didn't. Okay, so, basically, so the home, it's not, like, super extravagant, but it's definitely, like, one for nobles, but it's made just to literally be, like, a place for them to relax and, like, live life and everything, but, like, from a noble's perspective. So it's not like super bougie, but it's bougie.
Okay.
is the best way to explain it.
Okay.
It's got like
It's moderately bougie.
yeah, like they're the type of people who are like, oh yes, like we just wanted to live simple, but it's like you look around and like this is not simple.
It's about to get a lot less simple now that you have a freaking money bags as a pet.
Cool. So, my husband's grandparents' house. Okay.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
And like they have like a little, like there is a little farm area, so that way like the people who stay there when they're not there, like
Mhm.
like have like a thing going. So it's like a small farm, like a backyard garden type of farm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. And
yeah.
when you're not vacationing, there's essentially the house servants live there when they're not tending to you, they just treat the house as their own, as essentially free lodging for them for taking care of the
Yeah.
area.
That's how
That's
how
a very good deal.
Yeah. Like that's just how it is. Like,
That's
It's
Yeah.
also an
how her-
Airbnb occasionally.
Yeah,
That's how her
sometimes. Like, that's a sweet deal. There's a little feudalism going on, but that's good. We're fine.
I mean, like it's.
This is New Zealand. We're
I mean,
not.
like her family is
Yeah,
just.
who's for the feudalism
interesting.
here?
Be quiet, communist.
So, so her mom. I'm gonna say her mom's name is Celestine. So I'll type it in the group chat. So
Yep.
Celestine, and then her sister would be I don't know. I'm gonna keep it simple. Her name is
Cherry.
Cherry.
Cool. Melody and
Um,
Cherry. And
yeah,
real
but-
quick, your family is human and you're
Yeah,
half
they're-
elf, right?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it was a one night stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Kept the
but-
name because, you're your mother's child.
Yeah.
Um,
well, like also I think the way I put it was that because she's chaotic good, so like
Mhm.
there's the chaos is from the fact that like she like because she was different, so
Mhm.
she's but she's good because like her dad didn't treat her any different because that
Yeah.
wasn't her sins, it was her mother's.
The way that I kind of imagine it is that your parents were just swingers, like a lot of nobles are.
Mhm.
And, you just arrived from that swinging, and it was a completely, like, consensual thing. Like, it's like, oh, it just so happened we had a baby out of our sexual exploits. It's fine. This is fine. It's
Yeah.
not a big
The
deal.
noble orgy.
And
It
like
wasn't,
they have
yeah,
enough
probably.
I was like, they have enough money to like not let it be an issue either. So.
Yeah, it's really just like not an issue.
Yeah.
So Clyde escorts the lot of you to the Applebride vacation farm home Airbnb estate.
I'm gonna be sneaking behind.
That's right. Clyde has no idea that you're
yeah,
there.
he has no idea that I'm here.
Clyde
So I'm
is
just creeping behind him.
Clyde is just focused on Melody, like 100% at this point.
Yeah, Clyde has no idea that you're there. And he was like, "Shall I ring the doorbell, or do you just want to walk in, Madam Applebride?"
I'll just let myself in. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Absolutely. Listen, you can always call. You can always send to me when you're in town. You know that, right? Like.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry that I didn't. It just kind of happened
Yeah.
that we ended up here. It was like we like just kind of fell in all of a sudden. It was weird.
Oh, and he's gonna
No.
look
Petrus is going to open the door and walk in. In the middle of this conversation.
for 1 second. The person he locks eyes with is tall. I mean, he's probably as big as you as far as humans go. But being that you're the only other male that he can see here, other than Gesso, who he is not threatened by whatsoever, but for some reason is, threatened by Tall, and goes, "We've known each other since we were kids."
I'll just shove the boar to him. Get that thing
Bye.
up for us.
Oh, sure thing.
Melody's just like, oh, you remember how to clean those, right? You're so sweet. I remember. You were so good at cleaning.
I failed butchery, but I can go find someone.
He's like,
and he sort of leads y'all. Petra, you just barrel through inside of this noble's house. And you get stopped by a redheaded woman, not much older looking than Melody. Melody, you're what, like 25-ish or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 25.
25. So she's looking like around 28, 29 years old, and she's gonna look down at you and it's like, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm with your family, I guess. Melody is her name. She's still
Melody's
outside.
here. Melody, are you home?
I'm gonna come in with Melody with the umbrella.
Aww.
Walk in, like, take over the umbrella, just, like, walk in, put it over like a southern gentleman, like that.
Oh, that is so sweet. Cherry is gonna come up to you, just walk past Petra. Fuck you, halfling that just walked inside of her house. Walk past Petra to go to you and it's like, Melody, we heard some things. Are you okay?
Well, he's like, I need a bath.
Yeah, of course. Hey, someone go warm up the bath for my sister, please. She's home. And you see, like, some servants there, of course, kobolds. And they're like, ah, yeah, yes, bath. We give you bath. So the kobolds rent this house.
I mean, they have a good life. Like,
They have
why
a
not?
great life here. So, and they, like, they're working their way out of poverty, man. They're gonna show the world that they're a good and independent little dragon dog race as well. I love them. They're my favorite. So there it goes. Like, ah, yes, we're going to give you, and they go and scramble to. You have your own room here with your own bath, and she's going to, like, look at the lot of you, Cherry, and it's like, are you gonna introduce me to your entourage?
Millie's like, yes, of course. This is my big sister Cherry. She's super sweet, like the name, kind of.
Little tart,
Cherries.
I promise.
Yeah. But yeah, she she helped keep me out of trouble. Melody got like,
I'm gonna come out of the shadows and be like, yes, because you really, really needed help.
Melody's just like, kind of like,
There was a cat hiding in our shadows, Melody.
Oh yeah.
No. I was hiding from the cops.
To be fair, we're all sort of hiding from the cops.
Hey, I'm
Just
better
not
at
these
it.
ones in particular.
Someone had an allergic reaction to some pie I baked. And
It wasn't
now
an
we're
allergic
in trouble.
reaction.
It was.
I can't believe I'm
Technically, it
the person
kinda
with the
is.
most grace
When
and
you poison
poise
somebody, technically, the body doesn't like it, and it kills you. So it's kind of like
here.
an
Thus
allergic reaction.
vaccines.
They're not
Well,
vaccines.
Melody's just like,
It's
I'm
a
just gonna
vaccine
be-
for life.
I'm Melody's axe, and I'm gonna go check on that bat for her.
Yes, you go check on that bath for Melody. Are you with that? Because if not, okay, I'm gonna follow
Melody's just like,
you. No, are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm fine. No, I'm very much single. There is a small child here that is not mine.
Yes, I
Well-
was wondering why there was a cow inside the house
Oh, and
and a
Gregory.
snail riding the cow, and the child. There's a child riding a very wobbly cow with a flail snail on. Care to explain that?
That's Gregory.
The snail or the
First of
cow
all.
or the child?
The cow is Petunia.
Okay.
The
She
snail
has
is
an
Greg.
alcohol problem, so we gotta kind of keep her away from the alcohol.
Okay.
The snail is Gregory. Greg. His name changes every day apparently.
Okay.
And we're not wanting to sell the snail, and we're wanting to keep the snail alive. For future monetary investments, possibly.
You wanna? Okay.
and the child is unfortunately orphan.
Around that time, all of the family dogs begin to like approach Melody in excitement, because their house is full of pets.
Which is why she was like, "Oh, it's fine. We can bring the cow and the snail."
Your family definitely keeps wolfhounds. Like, let's be legit here. Like, so
We're a very interesting bunch,
Yeah.
to say the least.
yeah, it's why you're never elected into office.
Yeah. Like, we're just too eccentric for everyone.
Like, no one is ready to have the Apple Brides run the country. Like,
Yeah. Like, because they're like, oh, they're good people. They're really good people. They're just weird.
we just don't want them running the like, we'll keep them as, like, treasurer or something.
Yeah.
For those of you who
Like,
don't
they-
know, all of the city-states are run in an oligarchy where noble families run to take the presidential office, essentially, and you have to be a descendant of these noble families to run. And Melody is a descendant of these noble families and capable of running for president. it's yeah. So, and you know, there's like some monks that are not okay with this.
No.
I mean, Melody is not looking to run for anything. She just wants to eat good food.
Yeah.
Um,
Your eldest sibling is being primed for like
yeah.
election kind of thing. Mhm.
Unfortunately,
So what you're
Melody
saying
makes it
is that I should
difficult.
cozy up to her.
Oh, I'm not the oldest.
Where might we find a room? that we
Right.
can
Sorry,
sleep?
you are. I'll get the cow and the snail in the stables. Do you all want baths?
Yes,
Yes.
please. I got a lot of blood in my fur, and it's
Yeah.
kind of sticky and
So.
crunchy and not
by
fun.
we got attacked by giant boars before
Yeah.
we got here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So go ahead. I'll get Mom. The rest of you get clean and presentable to talk to her. You kind of know who she is sometimes. And go ahead and we'll see you down. It's about time for lunch, so we'll see you for lunch downstairs. You can tell us all about your adventures.
Melody's like,
Hey.
okay.
Right. The cow and the snail are not allowed inside. They get herded out by some staff, we shall call them. And, you know, it's a farm, so there's
It's just a
stables.
sentient stick that floats around.
Yes. It's a sentient stick that's like, come on, cow, and, like, pats it on the butt, and it's like, "Mrrr," and it goes with the snail. No, it's humans, kobolds, other types of people that work here. It is a family of kobolds that rents this place and lives very lavishly and cares for the farm. Their patriarch is named Knick-Knack, and he is an old and wise friend of 10 years old to the lot of the Apple Brides. Like, you guys all kind of clean up. Is there any, like, little bitty role play? Do you take baths together? I don't know. Like, what's the... Anybody want to talk to each other before dinner, before you present your plans to Melody's mom?
Just gonna take a bath, pop Jal into existence next to me, and make myself nice according to my customs. I don't know the customs of the right, so according to my own customs, braid up my hair, look full of some nice clothes.
I'm gonna ask someone to clean my armor.
Oh yeah, no, you get your armor
Yeah.
spick and spans by Lou and Moo, little white constrictor kobolds who are happy to help you out, Miss Petra.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for the first time ever, Petra is going to wear normal people clothes and actually dress nice.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bath and like.
So you
What's
just
my
go into a
regular-
room and do you just go into a room and lick yourself? Is that what?
No, well, I need an actual like bath. I don't want to get get hairballs, thank you very much.
It's okay. So
No, you take the actual bath, then you lick yourself. That's the trick here.
Exactly.
Arissa, as you walk out of your bath, Jesso is there, and he's walking to whatever room he was supposed to change in his towel, and he just stops and he looks at you and he's like, "Oh hey," and like goes.
I'll just watch him. You did good today. I am proud.
Thanks, Mom. Wow, that sounds really weird since we
You can call me mommy if you wish.
No. My mom was an evil woman, so maybe. As he like goes to like change in that awkward moment, the group of you kind of, as you come to the dining room or for lunch, it's still raining outside, but it's, you know, it's not quite hurricaney, it's just like a normal storm. And you guys have a lovely little set of tea and cucumber sandwiches and like all the great little snack foods that an apple bride brunch provides for you, including apple pie. And
I'm going to cast Detect Poison before I eat any of the pies.
there's no poison. But take that spell slot, please. And your mom comes in. Your sister is already there, kind of giving directions to make sure everything is fine. Your mom walks in, and your mom has this air about her. Have you ever seen Gilmore Girls?
Yes.
This very Emily feel about her, kind of like a little, you know, she is a noble, so there is a little upper thing to her lip, but at the same time, like, it's not an outright complete meanness, you know. It's just like, you know, she's somebody with money, and somebody with money has a certain amount of to them. Entitlement to them. That's a great thing. And it's like, "Oh, hello, Melody. We didn't expect you here." And she's probably like 65-ish years old. She's like, "It's we heard some troubling rumors about you. Are you all right?"
Melody's like, I'm alive. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be here either. It just kind of happened.
Well, it's good to see you. And your
Please.
entourage.
I mean, they've helped keep me alive. A lot.
Well, you probably wouldn't have had any of that concern if you just stayed home. But I understand. Thank you all for keeping my youngest alive.
Melody is strong. Do not underestimate her.
Oh, I never said anything of the sort. But thank you.
We're not her entourage,
Oh,
for your information.
then
we're-
why are
we're
you
rather
following
more-
her around?
We're her fan club.
Also
traded
definitely
my-
not true.
I've traded my axe for her cooking. My services of my axe for her cooking.
Oh, he's your bodyguard.
Okay, that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he own a shirt?
No.
That's fine.
No, he does not.
Jolly.
None of us have particularly cared.
It's his shirts. Just his shirts in particular.
Very well. I heard that there is a cow and a flail snail in my barn.
Yes.
Yes.
So what brings you here, Melody?
I might have to ask a favor.
Do tell.
Uh,
That's
so
enough wine, thank you.
I'm going. We're gonna do a thing. I promise I'll be super safe about it. Um, but we can't bring the cow, and we can't bring the snail, and we can't bring the child.
I. Okay.
And the child needs to be super duper hidden, at
You.
least until things get sorted out.
Did you kidnap this child?
No, she was orphaned.
Okay. So why does she need to be hidden?
There might be some stuff that might not want her to
Melody,
be
I
alive.
can't help you if you're not truthful with me. I have no problems helping my children, but I at least wish to know the details.
They're beings of divine origin attempting to kill the child. Probably.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
I mean, and
What
the
do you mean,
apocalypse,
is that
but it's
all?
fine. It's fine. We're gonna fix it.
No. Well,
I mean, Mother, you've handled situations similar from what I remember when you were telling me about like your adventures back in the day.
oh, I handled many refugees coming from Elenaris before. I'm assuming it is a similar situation.
Yes.
Well, all right. What's the child's name?
Achi.
How old is she?
Melody looks at Arissa.
Isn't she 9?
Yeah, she's
We
like that.
believe she's 9, but we're not entirely sure. She is learning magic, and I wish that education to continue.
Oh, of course, I can provide such things if that's what you wish. Are you? Sorry, what's your name again?
Larissa,
Arissa. Okay.
I am the child's guardian.
And you're leaving her with me.
You have means to raise up a child.
I've raised many of children, yes.
Then one more shouldn't be an issue.
How do you, I can do all of these things, so how am I going to be compensated for my efforts into, helping this child?
I want to start a snail farm.
Business
I made-
venture.
Stupid, but the snail is worth money.
So what you're saying is you need me to procure a second snail to start your snail farm.
Not necessarily. We are leaving, so we might come back with a second snail. We just need you to really take care of the first snail so it doesn't die.
You plan on paying me back on the profits from the snail?
Well,
Yeah.
that and you get to, like, you know, live through the apocalypse, so. I don't know.
Excuse
I
me?
Melody just puts her like, she's like, I was trying not to let her know about the apocalypse.
Pardon me, and Cherry pops up. What?
The Apocalypse is a band that we discovered on the way here, and they want to perform.
More accurately, it'd be Ragnarok.
Yes, that's the band's title.
No.
They have 2 functioning names.
No.
I am very convincing. I am very big, and she's very small.
One of us is honest.
I'm honest. I was the one who brought up the apocalypse in the first place.
Melody, are you involved in an apocalypse? Into
Well, technically,
Ragnarok?
everybody's involved.
We're trying to.
How did you get involved in Ragnarok? Did you talk to Arlo?
How are you aware of Ragnarok?
Well, of course all of the nobles are aware of Ragnarok. At least everyone here. Our minister has been sending out notice, paraphernalia. I didn't... sort of like an oncoming storm.
And what exactly is your plan?
Are you gonna help anybody else other than the noble folk, or?
I
Only
don't
you
know
guys
the
get to-
plan. It's not my job to help everyone else. It is the oligarchs, and we're not elected into office. So it was nice.
I'll lean forward at this point. Do you want to gain power and promise?
I
You
am.
could look very nice to the lower class if you offer refugee to them and be the refugee coordinator. And, well, a power structure is formed in the lower classes.
My
Even
dear,
Melody
I
knows
have
how
helped
bad of
many
an
of
idea this
refugees,
is.
and I am not saying that I will not help refugees. I just want to know how my daughter got wrapped up into all of this.
She gave me a cookie.
They did.
That's not wrong.
Well, if you're on some apocalyptic ending adventure, then I suppose I will take this child under my wing. And she looks at Arissa. What school of magic is she learning?
She hasn't decided yet, so I'll leave that up to you.
Very well.
A promising new wizard, rests from the shackles of poverty, risen up under your guidance and tutelage. You would be very popular,
Oh, I am.
more so than you are now.
Most likely. Alright. I mean, I'm just asking for details. I don't need convincing, as I've already agreed to this. I will not deny my youngest anything that she asks me. I just simply need details so that I can expect whatever there is to come. So, you're going to help with this end of the world stuff?
We mean to stop it.
You want to stop the
I
end of
don't
the
mean
world?
to.
No, yeah, I don't mean to either.
I mean to stop it.
Okay, you can try, but we'll see how well that goes.
Okay. Well, finish your lunch and have fun then, I suppose.
Thank you. We are hoping to formulate a plan to where we move people off world so that the populace may survive.
Ah,
I'm not totally heartless.
that's a great idea. All right.
You
Well,
could head it up. Under
well,
your name.
I will have I will have Knick-Knack provide nourishment in sacks and fresh clothes and underwear and socks for your journey then, because you should never have enough clean socks on these situations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, this was a great lunch. Enjoy yourselves. I have some paperwork to fill out with all of this guardianship and schooling and things like that, and of course how that translates to world hopping. But it was great to see you, child. And she like goes and smooshes your cheeks. Cherry, yes, and you guys are. She happily takes this child off your hands, for now.
Melody goes and starts hugging her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she starts hugging her mom. Kind of tears up a little bit because she's like,
Oh, child.
She's like, Mom, I miss baking cookies for you.
I mean, okay.
And then she lets go and sits back down. She got it out of her system.
Okay. Well, once this is all over, you can bake a large batch for me. Thank you.
Yay!
Good day to you all. I may or may not
Ma'am?
see you out. Yes?
I cannot promise your daughter's safe return. Or any of our safe returns on that matter.
Melody throws like some fruit at Petra to stop talking.
I might suggest a little more of a goodbye.
She kind of gives a nod and she walks closer to Melody. And she's like, you know, I'm not the physically or emotionally affectionate type. But, don't die or else I have to deal with your father. Bye, I love you.
Bye.
That's your dad.
Melody's just like, I know, I've been doing a very good job in doing my best to stay alive.
It seems that your entourage is quite capable as well.
To be honest, ma'am, Melody has saved us more than once, so she can definitely hold her own with or without us.
Well, good to know. Do you need a sending stone
That
between
would
the
be
two?
nice.
Oh, very well. It will be between the two of us, of course, and you know she's going
Naturally.
to. It'll be ready for you in the morning before you leave. Feel free to use my residence if you wish. There will be dinner later. You're already having lunch. You don't have to stop eating or drinking. It's perfectly fine. As you, excuse me, the wine, formulate your plan to save us from impending doom. Or
Thank
not.
you, ma'am. Yes.
You're welcome. She's very agreeable. She's snooty, but very agreeable.
Yeah, it's thrown Arissa off her groove. She's just like, what the fuck?
It's my
This
favorite
woman.
character type. Snooty, but incredibly agreeable.
Actually nice. I'm
Actual,
very
like
rude
an
about it.
actual nice person. like, but yeah, as you guys sort of gather around this large kitchen table to formulate your plan, we will go ahead and wrap it up there. As we are approaching 2 o'clock, it's about that time to finish. So, as far as the rest of the week goes here with the channel, you can see us again tomorrow morning for the World of Ashenvale, another 5e campaign that the lovely Jen runs. And then on Saturday, you can see us for a reboot of our Emberwind campaign on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. PST. That will be happening, and then you can see us here again in a week for the finale of Season 1 of the Roots of Ragnarok, which we'll see how that goes. Will it be a roleplay session? Will it be a fighting session? We'll see. I'm excited. But yeah, that's the channel. That's where you can see me. I'm just here hanging out. If we would all like to go around and everyone let us know where we can find you on the internet and all of that great stuff, starting backwards with Omega.
Yes, this game is lovely. That is all. You can't really find me on the internet these days, so, I mean, I have Twitter. I occasionally have Twitch, but don't have time for that. Yeah. I love all you guys. That is all.
Aw, I love you too. I'm not gonna prompt you. You guys know the
Next.
order you're supposed to go, and that's Lich. Lich, you here, bud?
You muted?
I swear I wasn't muted. Hey, you can find me at Twitch TV/Splitspass and at Twitter/Splitspass. That's where you find me. God bless this party. God bless this party.
There are no gods here.
Oh, God.
No gods here.
I mean, there's a cute doggo god, but like,
The only party that
There'll
all
be
of
new
the party
gods.
won't agree on trying to save the world.
We'll make Melody all god.
cool. That I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just the god of food. Or cookies, let's be specific. God of cookies. Okay, so hi, I am Michi. You can find me everywhere on social media as Witty Michi, and even here on Twitch as Witty Michi, streaming most weekends and everything if I am not here.
All right.
Alright. So, I'm Fairy Zarina. You can find me on, like, most of the internet under that name. So, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. And, yeah, I really enjoy playing this game. It's lots of fun. Although, I did mess up my combat phase, because I meant to do something else, but it's whatever. Everybody killed things, so it's fine.
Yeah, you didn't die.
And I'm Jen. You can find me here Wednesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays where I DM a homebrew campaign, The World of Ashenfell, and here as Arissa, being the warlock to the Undying. Over at the Hype Goblins channel, I play on Sundays. I play the Artificer Barbarian who went through a bit of a rocky transformation with a resurrection spell.
I'll fucking say, my silver daddy has gone.
Don't worry, he's now a hot drow.
Okay. Okay.
He just got an upgrade, that's all.
Okay.
And once a month you can find me over at Indoor Adventures channel where I play Belting Hawthorne, the monster fae, who just got stabbed in the heart by one of his best friends.
Big woof. Et tu, Brute. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming. We will see you again tomorrow morning. And for now, we're going to go give some love over to our friend Alyssa Vamp, who is doing some art, also known as Satan. So, bye everyone.
Satan!
Satan!
Hail Satan.
That's a note we're ending on.